Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a beautiful Wednesday morning, and I hope you're feeling great today. I'm feeling very well. I didn't get much sleep last night, but it is all good because I'm out here getting a little walk, burning some calories. This is my way of doing cardio. I keep it simple. I keep a simple foundation. I don't do anything crazy, but I do work out with intentions to build some muscle, burn some fat, and just continue on this really cool journey. I've learned so much, and there's one of the things that I have learned in this journey is part of what it takes, because I don't know everything, but I have learned part of what it takes to actually get lean. It is possible. I know that a lot of people, they settle. When you reach a certain age, it's almost as if it's normal that, okay, well, you're in your 40s, I should have a gut. Or you know how they call it, the dad bod. And I should talk about when I was younger and the glory days, when I was, playing sports in high school. And I'm not with that mindset. I'm not with that. I believe that it should get better as time goes by. But that's if you choose to do it that way. That's if you choose the right mindset, if you choose to have a positive mental attitude. That is if you choose to commit to improve in every area of your life. So, getting lean, it has been super cool for me. It's been painful. I've had moments of frustration. I have had to question what I do, if it's working. And those questions that I had, those doubts, they went away as I stuck to the plan, as I stayed committed. And I mentioned this in a few videos already. For those of you who are watching, thank you. For those of you who subscribe, thank you. I hope that every time you get to hear my voice, I hope that you are being blessed, and that in some way, somehow, maybe if you're having a bad day, this may uplift you. This may help you to get through whatever it is that you're going through, man. I just hope for the best for all of you. So thank you. I appreciate that. And I also just want to thank the close people to me, my supporters, my gorgeous, amazing, beautiful wife who believes in me, prays for me, and tells me, hey, don't settle, keep pushing. So as I was saying about getting lean, it's been a teacher of life for me. It's taught me that if you are faithful and you don't cut corners and you stay committed, you're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. I'm still surprised because I had set a goal. Perhaps it was, maybe it was too small of a goal. It all depends, on what you're trying to do. But for me, for many years after I finished high school, I would be over 200 pounds. I was never, really obese, like really heavy. But there was a time where I had reached about almost 240 pounds, and I'm 6 feet 2 inches. I've been blessed with some height. I'm a tall guy. I would be considered a tall guy. But I had reached 240, and I was over 200 pounds for many years after high school. So I wanted to get big. I wanted to be jacked and look huge, get those big muscles, right? But as time went on, I just wanted to have a body that's defined. Nothing exaggerated. I just want to look nice. When I put on a shirt, wear a suit, whatever the case is, I just wanted to look nice in what I wear. And I wanted to feel good about myself. I wanted to feel healthier. So for many years, it was a struggle for me to get under 200 pounds because I was consuming too much food and I wasn't burning enough. And I would work out hard. At times, I would go insanely hard, hours and hours in the gym, but I still couldn't see those results. And then every once in a while, and I when I say once in a while, it means it would be rare that I would see a guy that would have visible abs, that would have a shredded body. Most of the people in the gym, when I used to go to the gym, to a public gym, because I work out from home now, most of the people, they were out of shape. A lot of them, they will come in, you will see them talking, flirting, it was almost like I feel like at times, like, people think a gym is a social club. I mean, yeah, you can meet people and everything, and that's cool, but the objective is for you to get healthier, is for you to build and burn. That's my mindset. That's how I feel about it. And the thing was that it would frustrate me when I would see these guys with these shredded physiques, and then I would go on the internet and I would look for the workout program in the 90-day and the 60 and the 30-day. And and a lot of these programs, the thing is, a lot of them work. But if you are not doing what you're supposed to do, it's not going to work. If you're not consistent, and if you're not taking care of your nutrition, if you're not locked in and eating the right way, it's a wrap, man. You're just going to be a very, very frustrated individual after weeks or months, whatever it is, when you see that the results are not coming in. You're not seeing any changes, right? So for me, that was it was like a vicious cycle. And I have a sweet tooth. I like sweets, but I was just overdoing it. You know how most people, I eat healthy on the weekdays, and then on the weekends, I'm going to go all out. Yeah, you go all out, and guess what happens? You have destroyed everything you work for throughout the week. You just destroyed it in 2 or 3 days, or in 1 day, because the calorie intake is ridiculous. You have to know what you're doing. And sometimes, if you don't know how to get back on, don't get off, if you know what I mean. Just don't get off at all. Just stay focused. Stay focused, and you have to have self-control. So the whole thing about getting lean, there's just so many things, and I'm going to continue to do other videos about getting lean, because there's just so many, things that I just want to share with you, experiences and things that I have learned that I'm pretty sure if it worked for me, it worked for you. I've been able, to reach my goal. I had the goal. I said, I want to be 185 pounds by this coming 4th of July. I want to get there. But here's the thing. I knew that in order for me to get there, I would have to commit with my nutrition. I knew it. I knew that working out, I got that down packed. I'm very consistent. I don't take days off. Whenever I got to work out, I do it. I go all in. I'm intentional. But I knew I had to make a change. And the change was to take control of the food, to consume less calories and burn more, right? You burn more and you intake less. Tough thing to do at first. It sounds like that. It sounds tough at first because you are used to eating a certain way. You're used to habits, that you have been doing for many, many years, probably decades. So that's the reason why when you decide that you want to have a shredded body and you want to have this really good look, guess what, my people? It is possible, yes, but it's not going to happen fast. It's going to take time. It's going to take time because your body, you have been eating a certain way for many years. So, think about it. how are you going to just get shredded overnight? How are you going to get shredded within a few weeks? It's not going to happen. There's more fat that we have to burn than we think. And that was a reality check for me. And this is coming from somebody who used to play a little bit of sports, back in high school and everything. And I've always been an active person, but I was on and off, I would last a couple of months in the gym and then, wouldn't go. But it was, until a little bit later as I matured, where I was able, to make the commitment and stick to being consistent, with my workout sessions. So this whole thing about being lean, don't think that because you do a program, whatever it is, it's not going to happen right away. It's going to take time. It's going to take time, and you have to understand that. And not only that, when you get that reward, though it took longer than you thought, it will make you a better person. It will build character. It will make you appreciate it. And not only that, once you get lean, you really don't have interest in going back. Once I got to 185, which I was supposed to get there, on the 4th of this coming July, I weighed myself a couple of days ago. And when I saw that scale hit 185, I was like, wow. I thank God. It brought a big smile to my face, and I realized, hey, this didn't happen overnight. It took time. You took control of the kitchen. You took control of your nutrition. You learned to say no when you have to say no to the donuts, the sweets. And I do have a day when I have sweets. Yes, it is possible, but you have to know what you're doing. I have what's called a calorie budget. And I understand how I have to eat. I know when I'm overdoing it. And I know that, okay, if it's a Saturday night and I decide, hey, I want to have a little dessert, I know what I got to do. I understand. And not only that, I know that I have to take, vitamins. I have to make sure that my body has the proper nutrition. And there is really no need for you to starve yourself. To get lean, you don't have to starve yourself, people. I'm going to repeat this again because I've seen people do some stuff that has caused them their health. You don't need to starve yourself. What you need to do is simple. There is no secret, and like I told you before, don't inject yourself. Don't do anything like that because that's going to cost you your health. What you got to do is you have to eat less and burn more. It's that simple. You eat less, you burn more. You gotta move your body. You have to understand, excuse me, I'm sweating, burning calories as I speak to you guys. But the truth is, you have to eat less, burn more, and get used to living that way. Understand, this is your lifestyle. This is not a one-day thing. This is not a 3-month thing. This is for the rest of your life. Maybe it's looked upon as the dark side of getting lean, but that's the honest truth. And not everyone is gonna like what you're doing. Some people are gonna think you're exaggerated because they're so used to seeing you with your, old habits. And now that you're making the commitment to better yourself, it's going to be a problem for them. They're going to get annoyed. They're going to get bothered. You might even get some dumb comments, but just ignore the naysayers. Ignore the negativity and stick with it and understand that this is a journey. This is a lifestyle. Being lean is a mindset, and it is super cool, when you throw on that fitted shirt and you got that flat stomach with a little 6-pack, swollen arms, shoulders, and the little V look. I don't know what they call it, something like that. But you have that look. Understand, you're gonna get some compliments. And when you do, remember, your body is the outfit. It ain't that shirt, It's not the shirt, it's not the suit. It's the fact that you changed your physique. You have a better body now, so when you wear things, they're gonna look nice on you. You're gonna look very nice, and you will get some compliments, and that's super cool. That's nice. That's very nice. I would say that's one of the perks of being lean. But people are gonna treat you different. When you walk into a room, your presence, it does make a little bit of a difference because you're rare. Most people are not like that. Most people, they don't care what they eat. There's no structure, there's no discipline, there's no commitment. A lot of people don't even have goals. And I was among them. But I have learned that you have to be intentional in life. It's fun. You look forward to it. It can be boring at times because there's things that you have to repeat constantly. You're constantly doing them over and over. But hey, it's a lifestyle, man. And it's awesome, It's awesome. So my people, just want to let you know that this whole thing about getting lean is completely possible. You can do it because I've been able to achieve it. And even though I have achieved my weight goal, it has been a breakthrough, an accelerated breakthrough. Even though I have reached it, there's still more work to be done. There's still more to build, more to burn, and stay hungry. Go forward. Don't give up on yourself. If you're feeling down right now, I encourage you, pick your head up, trust the process. You will get there. So have some self-love. Take care of yourself, please. Watch out for the things that you put in your body, what you eat, your nutrition. Make that time to go to the gym. Even if you have to get up early and sacrifice a little bit of sleep, do it. Take care of yourself. And I hope that you all have a very, very blessed day. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.